Hey, good evening. I'm Sean Green with the sports news. Let's begin with cricket. Vitamar the Wim are the BCL T20 champions for 2013. Moments ago at Kensington Oval, they defeated Sunset Vacation House Cyclone by 31 runs to lift this year's trophy. Here's a look at some of the action. The Wim won the toss and decided to bat in overcast conditions, and after losing an early wicket, Shane Ramsey of Maple fame gave the bowler the charge straight down the ground to long off. That's 4. Rock, his opening partner, wasn't as solid as the name suggested, lofting a catch to Thompson off the bowling of Ian Branch for just 1. But Ramsey was still there, soldiering on, cracking Omar Wiggins back down to long on this time. But Wiggins kept his nerve and composure before uprooting Ramsey's leg stump. He made 22, it's 30 for 3. Nalden Thompson was next to bat and started well, flicking this 4 through square leg. Derwin Thompson came on and Kevin Brooms went off, caught by Leroy Willoughby at backward point for 9. It's 46 for 4 and not looking good. Runal Agard entered and got a boundary straight away, teasing the fielders all along the carpet. But he didn't last too long after that, going LBW for 14. Julian Gibbons, the new man, was lucky to get 4 off this top edge off his first ball. Nothing but fresh air for the fielder's grasp. 4 more to the Wim. Then Wiggins got one to bounce a bit and found the edge of Thompson's bat. He was gone for 10. And after 2 quick runouts, Hurley opened his shoulders and slaps this one down the ground. That's a biggie. Then Fabian Jordan joined in the 6 hitting. This one over mid-wicket. But Hurley was stumped, going for more glory with the score at 110 for 9. And after this run out, the third of the innings, the Wim closed at 116 in 18.2 overs.
Well, Cyclone reached 85 for 9 in 19 overs. And currently on at Kensington Oval, the Sadiko General T20 final between Maple and UWI. It's live on 94.7 FM. In more cricket news, Air Traffic Control were in total control of things in their first game of the Grantley Adams International Airport T20 Night Cricket Tournament. Now, that win came at the expense of the FedEx team by 97 runs when both sides played their first matches of this year's competition. Here's Melissa Farley.
2 wickets were already in the bag, those of Andre Roach and Romel Chase, as the ATC team crept to 21 for 2 after winning the toss and deciding to bat. Now, Adio Catwell and Romel Hall are the ones entertaining you for the moment. A partnership developing, and with 6 runs already to his name, Catwell added another half dozen, with this the first 6 in the match. But then that was it. Not another will be added to his name. Caught by Christopher Holder off Brian Carrington, Catwell will go for 12. That will then bring Jabari Yard to join Hall at the crease, and no time was wasted. A massive 6 off Carrington, and ATC are posting runs. Hall fed from his teammates' energy, and he too got on the 6s train. Now, I wasn't sure if an award for the most 6s was on the cards, but if it is, then Yard meant he will be the top contender, though it was too early to call. He wrapped up his half-century a little earlier, but then it was time to go. Stumped by keeper Wayne Squires, gave Carrington his second victim. A knock of 83 pushed ATC up to 195 for 4 with 3 balls left. And then the innings will end with Hall's wicket, bowled by Carrington for 31 to leave ATC on 196 for 5. Now, Squires started FedEx reply on a positive note with a boundary, but will lose his opening partner Carrington with only 10 runs on the board. Squires tried to make up for lost time. The maximum came off Yard, but then the wicket card was pulled. Squires the one to fall, stumped by Roach as Chase took his first scalp, 39 for 2 the score. Kishmar Holligan got revenge for Squires, sending Chase in the same area with back-to-back 6s. And then the third wicket went. Holder caught by Roach off Hall for 21. And guess what? An adorable spectator decided to get up close. Guess it was delivering a message to the FedEx men as to keep on fighting. And it was a clear message for Holligan, another 6 to his name. But off he will go on the next ball, stumped by the keeper for 26, FedEx struggling on 76 for 5. And from here, it was all downhill. Wicket number 6, Kling Hackett, bowled by Hall for 7. Then it was the turn of Michael Lashley, caught by Yardoff Roach for 1. Denniton Newton was next in line, Chase holding on to this one as Hall celebrated his 4th wicket. And the final one, Ian Butcher gone for just 1 as FedEx ended on 99 for 9. Victory to ATC. Melissa Farley, CBC Sports.
The Barbados national netball team to travel to Northern Ireland at the end of October has been announced. Now, that team includes Laurel Brown, Nikita Piggott, Shaniqua Thomas, Shanika Wharton, Denisha Croney, Samantha Brown, Sabrina Smith, Kezzy Marville, that's Marville, yes, Janice Clark, Rianne Niles, Latoya Blackman, and Shawnette Azur. Meanwhile, netball, in more netball news, Springer Memorial, they opened their account in the Barbados Secondary Schools Netball Under-19 League with a victory recently. Playing at home against Combermere, Springer put together an all-round game to win 25-15. Here's Damien Best.
Springer Memorial with possession taking on Combermere. Goal attack, Khadija Domingo gets herself in good position right underneath the goalpost. And she made 9 of 16 attempts. Combermere trailed by 5 goals in the first quarter, and it was due to good defensive work by Springer. Goal attack, Shaniqua Thomas trying to keep her team within striking distance. Thomas hit 7 of 13 attempts. At halftime, Springer extended that lead to 6 goals, 13-7. Now in the third, as the teams switch ends, contact called against Combermere, and Shaquila Smith showing good hustle off the miss and eventually buries the goal. She made 16 of 21 attempts. Well, you can't fault the Waterford girls for trying. Good passing here would lead to Thomas given free rein in the circle, and she's not going to miss from there. Springer gradually increased their advantage over the visitors, and by the end of the third quarter, the lead was extended to 9. Domingo finding her range with ease. 19-10, the score now. In the fourth, the girls from Government Hill poured it on, never allowing their opponents to get back into it. The lob pass to Smith, easy does it. Springer Memorial, large and in charge on their home turf, coming away with the 25-15 victory over Combermere. Damien Best, CBC Sports.
Aline were no match for Deyon Griffith when the 2 secondary schools met recently in the United Insurance Under-19 basketball tournament. Playing at home, Deyon Griffith crushed their opponents by a 33-point margin. Again, here's Damien Best.
Aline in the dark blue taking on Deyon Griffith School. Deyon established their dominance from the opening tip. Off the air ball, the heads-up play by Rusain Maynard for 2. Then from a different angle, Maynard establishing his dominance in the paint. He had a game-high 28 points. Aline, not much happening on offense. A few bright sparks. Justin King with the offensive board. 16 points to his credit in this one. And I'm telling you, King has got some skills. Gets the feed from the promised land. And that's 3 big ones. Basket and the foul. And that's how the pros do it. And King solid at the line as well. Makes it a 4-point play. However, Deyon Griffith had too much going for them at both ends of the court, leading 34-16 at halftime. The easy layup off the inbound pass. In the second half now, more of the same as the team switch sides. Christopher Rollins making a mess of the finger roll, but stays with it for 2 of his 10 points. All the while, King was still having his way on offense, driving to the basket with 2 escorts and makes it count. But Deyon Griffith were at ease playing on home court. The steal and the dunk. Well, no, but Rollins was there to clean up the mess. In fact, Deyon had 3 players in double figures. Rollins there with the assist to Maynard. No need to try and dunk. Easy 2 points. Deyon Griffith going on to win, blowing away Aline School 72-39.